Hi, everybody. Um, First and most importantly, I just hope that you're all doing okay and that you're healthy. That's obviously the most important thing right now. Um, so, thinking about all of you, and I know there's a lot going on, and it's not academic, right? And so, academics and some this kind of stuff's going on is not the priority. Um, and recognizing that, we did have kind of a meeting yesterday on Zoom, which has been a treat. That was my first time doing it, and I spent pretty much the majority of the meeting just looking at the camera, having no idea if they could even see me or if anything was working. But we did kind of forge out a plan going forward. So I wanted to share that with you. But first and foremost, I just hope that you're okay. That's by far the most important thing. And I hope that you're doing okay. I know we're all in this. We're all in the same situation, right? We're all just as susceptible to everything that's going on. It affects all of us the same. So most important thing by far is just to be safe. So I've got some notes. So if it looks like I'm reading, it's because I am. Just to kind of give us an idea of what we're going to have going forward. So, just because the it's not, online instruction is not an ideal format, we're going to be cutting back a little bit. So my instructions were to focus mainly on getting through the concept of mood. We've done half of it, so modo. We've done half of it, so we talked about the present subjunctive um, our last week of class, and so the main thing we want to be focusing on is then past subjunctive. So we're going to be looking at some past subjunctive classes this coming week, and then we'll see where we're at. We'll see how we're doing. But I definitely recommend, and I'm going to continue assigning the videos. I'll talk in a minute about how that works, just because some of the information can be useful to us. I know a lot of you aren't going to be going into linguistics. For those of you who do intend to pursue a linguistics track, I definitely recommend looking at the videos and the quizzes, but our focus is going to be on the mood and then getting through por and para. The good news there again is that that's not particularly difficult. It's review really of what we've seen before. So that's the first thing. Then the week before is going to be just time for you. So the last week of scheduled classes is going to be for you in your groups to be working on those final projects. I know that it's going to be a little bit more difficult, just because now we don't have the option of meeting in person, right? But that's one way in which technology helps us. If you have any extenuating circumstances, if you're worried about internet access, if you're worried about anything like that, if you have anything going on that's going to make that more difficult for you, please get in touch with me, and we'll work from there. So the last week, yeah, is going to be for you. Of classes is going to be for you. What else we got here? This again, we're trying to be as flexible as possible. So for that reason, we're going to be a lot more flexible when it comes to grades. So this is what we decided on as it pertains to grades, is everything with the exception of the final project is now optional. So the field notebooks are going to be optional. Tarea 3, Tarea 4, optional, which I'm not complaining. That's a hell of a lot less work for me too. Um, so really the way they're going to work is they can't hurt anybody. So if you want to do them to improve your own grade, to kind of boost your grade, go for it. And they will be on a credit, no credit basis. So if you do it, and you do it in, again, I want to emphasize this, do it in an earnest effort. So if you just half-ass it and everything's answered with one sentence, no. But if you do it, if you do an honest effort, put your best foot forward, 100%. However, if you do not do it, it will simply not count towards your grade. It will neither benefit you nor hurt you. It just won't be there. So that's optional. No. And then on top of that, we got anything else? The extra credit. So obviously the conference that we were supposed to attend isn't going to be taking place. So what they decided was to make the extra credit half. So now it would be a 5% boost. And really, I would say, since again we don't have anything to go off of, if you are still interested in doing the extra credit, just pick a topic, something related to the language and the grammar, some grammar system that interests you, and do some research about it. Then again, since this is an optional exercise, they'll just be emailed. So just email it to me. But yeah, we don't have that conference as the starting point to go off of anymore. So if you're interested, yeah, just pick a topic, kind of something that interests you, and it can essentially be like a practice round for, you can look at it almost as a practice round for the trabajo final, the final project. Is there anything else? No, that was everything really that we talked about in the meeting itself. As far as what pertains to this particular section, because that was kind of for all of the sections, just to kind of have some continuity. Regarding the schedule, that's obviously going to be changed now that we have an extra week essentially to work with. I've made up, I haven't published it up on Carmen yet, but I've made kind of a revised version of that timetable that I'll be posting up on Carmen in the Trabajo Final, Proyecto Final module. So I'll get that up for you. And basically what I did was I left the old dates, but I crossed them out so you could see what the old one is, and then now here's the new one. So I'll get that up for you, and just please let me know if you have any questions about it. So those are the main things we've got for now. Just wanted to give everybody an update going forward. Campus is now officially closed, so it's mandated that if you can work remotely, you can. So now it's official, I don't have office hours, but my goal is to be available on Zoom really every day. So what I'm going to try to do is just have it open during our regular class days. So if you need to get in touch with me, you can easily do so. If you don't see me, just send me an email. I'll do my best to have my email program open as well, and then I can just get on there. That's not a problem at all. I want to be as available as I can. We'll figure out, we'll get through this together, okay? We're all in this together. Just remember that. We all have the same goal, which is completing this semester, getting through this semester successfully. So I'm going to do everything I can to help everybody reach that goal. If you have any concerns, any questions about what we've talked about, please don't hesitate to reach out to me, either in the discussions board, which is I'd still like. We're still going to do that, just because the interaction is good for us. So if you have a question about course policy, just post it to the discussion board, because then if someone else has the same question, they'll see the answer too. And even if someone just wasn't sure but didn't ask, then they know as well. So if you got questions, put it on there. And then as we get started next week, and we've got kind of new content, new material to work with, just remember, try and do one post per week to that discussion board, just so we can kind of practice. We can use our Spanish. I'm sorry for the English here, but this is all policy. So the lessons themselves starting next week will be in Spanish. But with policy, I like to, just like the syllabus is in English, I like to make sure we're all on the same page. So if you have any questions, please use that discussion board, because then everybody can see the answer. And just hang in there, okay? I know I don't fully understand it. I know that they're moving people out of the dorms this week, so if that pertains to you, I hope things are going okay. I hope you're doing okay. And I obviously hope that that all of you are healthy, doing okay. That's the most important thing right now. So thinking about all of you. I'm really sorry. I feel terrible that I'm probably never going to see most of you guys again. This is new for all of us. And just hang in there. We'll do our best. And we'll get through this. So all of you take care of yourselves, and I will talk to you again soon.